Hey everybody, hi Uchima Kaiser, hi, how you doing? Hey everybody, welcome to Steins Gate 0, and also apparently my webcam reset itself again. Oh boy, so, would you do that? So hey, here's what the opening menu for Steins Gate 0 looks like. I've got no way to really show this, outside of, why not watch the anime? Because I own the game. Because I owned the game, so why would I not? Is the question there. But look at how sad he is! Look at how sad this boy is! He's a very sad boy. Alright, but let's get going, shall we? Let's see what happens. So we've seen the anime on the main channel. And this is the sequel, yes? This is the sequel? The squeakquel? With Alvin and the Chipmunks? I hope there's supposed to be... not supposed to be sound here, because I'm not hearing nothing. Selection of Steins. Oh, there it is! There is no end, though there is a start in space. It has its own power, it ruins and goes through... There is the start, also the star. Finite. Only person who has wisdom will read the most foolish from the... Oh god, it's going too fast! FC6 okay, well, now you get to see how the game differs from the anime and vice versa, so this is set in the timeline where he doesn't save... Where he doesn't save Mayuri, right? That's what this is? This is the timeline where he kills off Makise. No, sorry, where he saves Makise by killing Mayuri, where he chooses the correct timeline. So, like, he hasn't, you know, I know at the end of, like, the regular Steins Gate, like, he manages to save them both by tricking the timeline into thinking that Makise died. But still, like, where he passes through Steins Gate. But I guess that's just... Oh, Jesus Christ, this art! Oh, boy! Oh, jeez! Yeah, Okabe, remember when you stabbed the shit out of the woman you love? Remember when you sacrificed a waifu for Dodoru? Oh, boy. Like, The hatch opened. Bright light flooded my eyeballs. Where was I? My eyes narrowed. I could barely make out the summer's twilight sky. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to disappear. But... someone grabbed my arm and dragged me out. I wasn't expecting there to be voice acting. I really wasn't. Let alone the voice acting that's the same as the anime. Holy shit. Whoa, he's back already. It hasn't even been a minute, has it? I didn't have the energy to respond to my own nickname. I fell to the ground and wrapped my arms around myself. Mayuri ran to me and looked down, her face worried. Oh no! But her kindness felt like nothing but a nuisance. Don't talk to me! Just leave me alone! Hey, Jab, what's up? Welcome to Dead Waifu Simulator. Fucking, remember when Suzuha fucking died? Remember when Suzuha fucking died and she got removed from the timeline? Suzuha wasn't allowed to exist anymore? I know, right? It's great. It's great. I got to listen to this voice all the way through the fucking Nozz watches. Oh boy. Hey, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits, B1. Hooray. That's like, what is it, like 1,000 bits? This is what, like $10? That's $10 towards rent. I appreciate it. Daru ran to the door, led back inside the building.
Oh, Karina, are you okay?
Oh shit! I just realized my bit noise is finally relevant. My bit noise is finally relevant. Holy shit.
Don't die, please!
Thing is, I don't mind it though. It's fine. He's not hurt. Stop it. Just get away from me. Leave me alone. I couldn't save her. In fact, I killed her myself. And I'll do it again. Right here, 3 weeks ago. I killed her. I'm a murderer. It didn't work. No matter what we do, it's not going to work. It's all been decided already. Is it? Is it? It's the same it was with Mayuri. No matter how hard I try, it'll all end up the same. No matter how many times I try, it'll all converge back to the same result. The process doesn't matter. Whether you time travel or time leap, you can't go back and change results of the past. I thought I understood that cruel truth. But now I was forced to realize it again, and in the worst possible way. So this one, he doesn't get that happy ending, does he? This is the ending where everything goes to shit and World War III happens. But at least Suzuha gets to exist this time. Muda. I knew it. I can't save Kurisu. Oh no. Hi, Benares. He's a very, very sad scientist. Look at how sad this boy is. I knew this. I already knew this would happen. I'm so tired. I haven't rested in so long. I'm done. I can't believe.
What happened?
Yeah, this is the Okubei that's in the message, and yeah, I realized that one. This guy, this is what happens in the timeline where he fucks up. Oh boy. It's all my fault. Why is the text scrolling so slow? He killed Kurisu Makise.
Killed? That can't be. It can't. Oh, no.
Don't worry, you've got enough for one more attempt. Just leave me alone. No matter how many times I try, it'll all end up the same. What are you saying? Are you gonna give up? Billions of lives depend on you, Uncle Ocarine. Who cares if you fail once? There's just no way to save Kurisu. You can't stop the world line convergence. That's the reality of this world. I learned that a long time ago. Fuck. I'll just have to slap some sense into him.
You can't! It's not right to force him to do this! Oh
no! Mayuri... You think Mayuri, like, ever, like, internalized the fact that if Ocarine doesn't go back and fix it, like, she just dies? Like, you know? Like, you'd think, like, Mayuri would be, like, one of the would be, like, just kind of okay with how this rolls out. Because, I mean... If Makise lives, there's, like, they don't even know that Steins Gate is a thing. You know? Like, they don't know that Steins Gate is a thing yet. Steins Gate is a theory. A game! But, like, if Makise lives, Mayuri dies. Like, You think Mayuri would be the main one who'd be okay, who'd be cool with this outcome?
I can't bear to see Ocarina like this!
But then again, she is a pure cinnamon roll, so hey, maybe she'd be willing to just die. If he doesn't, the future won't change.
Why? Why does Ocarina have to change the future all by himself?
Suzuha's best. Yes! Suzuha is indeed the best girl. Because she doesn't exist. Like, reminder, Suzuha gets written out of existence at the end of Steins Gate. She doesn't exist anymore. Like, her entire existence is undone. Because only Uncle Ocarina has the powers of... Like, shit. Get to the chopper! Because only Uncle Ocarina has the powers of an observing the world. Non-existent girls can't... She can't reject you if you write her out of the timeline.
Ocarina didn't want that!
Well, Suzuha now speaks like Arnold.
I think even if he tried, he'd just get hurt again. It's impossible for one person to change the world all by themselves.
And that's why Steins Gate is a theory, a game theory. I know how you feel, but I'm here for the sake of the future. I can't go back to 2036 either way, so I'm not going to give up so easily.
Nah, too much. Too much. Maybe too much. Yeah. Uncle Ocarina, I'll tell you one thing. This time machine has a finite amount of fuel. At first, I told you that it could only be used to go there and back twice, but there's actually a little more fuel than that. Too much, fair enough. Even so, it can only travel about 344 days. Even if you do a one-way trip less than a year from now, you won't be able to reach July 28th. Remember this, when that day comes, I'll go myself if I must. Someone was saying something to me, but I couldn't understand the words. I didn't want to listen to anything, I just wanted to sleep. I wanna take a nap. Just let this all end! Just let me go! What if Ocarina just went back in time and met up with his past self? Like, what if he just went back so fucking far, and he just met up with his past self, and they just sat down and was like, okay, let's figure this shit out. I mean, they never established, like, time cop rules, so I mean, it might work.
Ocarina, hey Ocarina! You don't have to push yourself so hard anymore, okay? It's okay to cry, Ocarina.
Hey, Kubi!
Ayushi is here for you, okay, Ocarina?
Oh, I don't know if Mayuri's words were the reason why, but the tears started to flow. I decided to forget everything. Ever since that day, I stopped going to the Future Gadget Lab. Oh no, I can't believe the Future Gadget Lab is fucking dead. Hey, Various! Oh, make sure you don't see your past self, or that will cause a time parrot. Oh shit, right, time cop rules are in effect. So, by the way, I want to get the Blood Bowl stuff going again, but it's not going to be live, so just stick around for that. I'll make a video about it later in the month. UPX, the new symbol of Akihabara, was located right in front of the station. In the hall on the 4th floor, preparations have been going on all morning for the ATF Akihabara Techno Forum convention. Universities and labs from both inside and outside the country work together to put on special seminars and symposiums at irregular intervals. My school, Tokyo Denki University, was participating as part of the industry collaboration efforts. Students were required to attend these seminars and submit reports to their instructors. Otherwise, they wouldn't get credit for their related classes. Wait, so Ocarina was in college this whole time? Was that it? Yeah, like, basically it's just like I was moving in and getting, like, basically caught up with, you know, videos and shit. Like, once I'm caught up on videos and I don't ever have to worry about anything, because I've got finals coming up, towards the end of this month, and also I've got, like, a bunch of projects to do. Once I, like, have time to breathe, like, I'll get it started, so next week, probably. Otherwise, I won't get credit for raid classes. Oh, I'm going to... in addition, I was supposed to help one of the lecturers, Associate Professor Izaki. His first game, the anime takes place during his break. Oh! I didn't know that. Okay. I just got the list from the reception desk of the shared lobby. I was waiting to check off the names of students who were coming to the lectures. There was still some time before the seminar started, so the lobby was mostly empty. None of the students on the list were here yet. I was bored, but I couldn't do anything but wait. The old me never could have imagined doing anything like this, but impressing Izaki was just part of my new goal in life. Victor Chandria University. Yes, that was my new goal. Izaki did a lot of joint research projects with them and knew a lot of people there. The best first step to getting there might bring him up with was being his assistant. Also, this convention was holding another seminar by Victor Chandra University. This one held this summer. Yeah. Yeah, Steins Gate was a VN first, yeah. Of course, that interests me too. Summer. Oh no, the PTSD's kicking in. Hi, Maximilian! An image of her as she was then flashed through my mind. I was trying to get to Victor Chandria so that I could learn about the work that Karisu Makase had been doing. I want to try and do it myself. Of course, I wasn't a genius like Karisu. I knew there was no way I'd ever be able to do exactly what she did. But if I could do even 10% of it, honestly, I'm amazed that I've recovered so well. I'm incredibly well adjusted. I only have PTSD-induced anxiety attacks 3 times a day. I'm down from 10. Excuse me?
Huh?
What the I looked up and saw a young girl approaching me from the elevator hall. What the fuck? What is with your hair? Where does your hair start and your head end? Like how big is her head? Like, you guys see this, right? Like, where does her head end and her hair start? She was short and petite. Everything about her was small. I could kind of make out a few of their curves that don't appear until after puberty, so at least she wasn't in elementary school, but... maybe middle school? Jail time! For someone with such a cute face, she clearly didn't care about her appearance. I'm gonna need... oh shit. I'm just gonna need this on standby, aren't I? Oh, come on. Okay, apparently I can't... well, that's concerning. I can't go to my other monitor. Oh no. That's an issue. Oh no! Her hair wasn't styled and it flowed down her back. Even I could tell her clothes weren't very fashionable. God damn it. Fucking got to do this like the old ghetto way. Oh boy. Fucking come on, the meme is dying on the vine, god damn it. I'm just gonna need to keep this on. I'm just gonna need to keep that on standby. If this is any indication. Excuse me, where's the staff room? Is the ATF seminar? Clearly not a place where a middle school girl belongs. She's probably just come to the wrong place. I know that. How many times am I going to say this? This is the first time you said it to me. And you're the 4th person I've said it to since I got. Maybe you shouldn't be so small. Irritated, she pulled a card out of her jacket. It was one of the IDs given out to invited guests. Her name and the name of her workplace were written on the front. Huh? Victor Chandra University, USA? Brain science? Wait a minute, that's not an American name! God damn it. That's not an American name! Brain science? I looked at the card, then at her, then back at the card, then I looked at her again. Finally realized. Oh, so that's it! I know, right? Where'd you find this card? Thanks for bringing it back. Done that 3 times already, too. She sighed and showed me another card. This one was a photo ID from Victor Chandra University. It was the same ID as in Carissa holding 4 on another world line. The photo on the card. Yeah, that was definitely her. Maho Hayajo. That's my name, Maho Hiyajo. I'll say it to you now because nobody's ever been able to read it right. Not in Japanese or English. Maho Hiyajo. That's not that hard of a name. And you're from Victor Chandra Middle School! Stop messing around. Universities don't have middle school. Jesus Christ, Ocarine, why are you such an asshole? That's true. Then you skipped a bunch of grades? Unlike in Japan, it wasn't too uncommon for Americans to skip grades. Carissa made it to university at age 17. But still, a girl this young working in a university lab? Can I ask you something? You're feeling pretty shocked right now, right? Let me guess. A small child like this, I can't believe it, right? It feels like that scene from One Punch Man is like, could someone tell me who this sassy child belongs to? He's just pointing at Tatsumaki. Or are you one of the she must be amazing to be able to do that at her age types? Ha 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 ha. She got me. Look here, closely. A girl, Maho Hiyaja, pointed at the point of her ID with her slender fingers. She's born in I'm sorry, what? What's with this sassy lost child? Where does my head end and my hair begin? Dick. What the fuck? You fucking kidding me? She's 21. She's 21. Oh my god. You're 21 years old. In other words, I'm an adult woman. I'm not in middle school, of course not elementary school or daycare either. And then she puffed out her chest. There wasn't much to see. Fucking flat justice up in here, holy shit. Oh my god. Flat justice! What's that look supposed to mean? Oh, sorry, I apologize. I couldn't believe it, she was older than me! If Daru was here, he'd be secret screaming legal lolly for the win. I like how I go to hang on. No, cancel. No. Oh, here we go. Tips. Hang on. Legal lolly. Refers to a character in anime or manga who appears to be no older than elementary school but is in fact over the legal age of 20. Why? Oh my fucking god, why? Why? Science. Also called neuroscience. Oh, Jesus. The lab in name only is actually pursued to be strange inventions. Founder for alright. And we got the world line. And we got all these. Like, how do I mark them all as red? Yeah, I'm sure. Did you say something? No, I didn't. Still, the Brain Science Institute. That's where Karisu worked. Which means this kid, this person, might know a lot about Karisu. I held back the impulse to start badgering her with questions. I looked at the pamphlet with the seminar schedules. Victor Chandria's lecture was the last one for the day, and was clearly intended to be the biggest. Was this Maho Hiajo girl gonna have a lecture? Oh no. Just like Karisu had done at the summer convention. Oh, this girl's getting stabbed. This girl's getting stabbed at the end of this. No, wait, that's wrong. That never happened. Karisu Makise never gave any lectures over the summer. That happened in the Alpha World Line. In the world line I inhabited now, before the summer convention, she'd already been stabbed to death by me. Are you giving the lecture today? No, I'm here as an assistant. Oh, and as a translator, too. God, flat justice is just a funny meme, honestly. Can't eat big titties are good, too. In fact, you know what? Titties of all sizes are good. Titties in general are good. Big ones, small ones, some the size of your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, da-da-da-da-da-da. There they are, all standing in a row. I looked at the pamphlet again, saw the lecturer was a man named Alexis Leskinen. Alexis Leskinen. Professor at Victor Chandria University and the chief researcher of the Brain Science Institute. The topic is the artificial intelligence revolution, huh? Yeah, sounds interesting. If you got the time, I'd love for you to come listen. Are you trying to seduce me, little lolly? Because, oh boy. It's working. Oh, the staff room, right? I lead Maho over to the elevator hall and showed her where the staff room was. Thanks. I had no reason to hang around her any further. I said goodbye and was just about to turn around. Just then, the elevator opened. The woman emerged. The instant I saw her face, every hair on my body stood on. Oh my god, is Maki say again? Is she? No! No! It's Moeka, okay. Well, this is awkward. Wasn't she working for CERN? Is she still working for CERN in this world line, or? Also, I love how she's still holding her fucking phone. So that means Mr. Brown is still working for CERN. So does Ocarine still live above him? Like, we don't know. All right. Moeka, Kiryu! Kiryu-chan! It's all I could do to keep myself from screaming. Calm down. This is the Beta World line. Mayuri is alive. Moeka's not going to kill her. Our eyes met. The eyes on the other side of her glasses were as dead as ever. It was impossible to tell what she was thinking. I frantically averted my gaze before she realized something was wrong. She tilted her head for a second, but quickly lost interest in me and turned towards Maho. Oh no! Oh no! I can't believe Maho's fucking dead! I'm here about that interview. Even in this world line, Moeka still only spoke in faint whispers. Dr. Leskinen isn't here yet, it may be a minute. Oh, I can't believe she's dead. Oh, that's just his lab. Okay. Okay, fair enough. It's been a while since I've seen the anime, and so, okay, fair enough. You wanna... I mean, we never saw his house in the anime. Thank you. The two of them disappeared into the staff room. As I watched them leave, I took a deep breath. I tried to calm down, but it wasn't working.
Kiryu Moeka.
Is it going to be you again? There's a terrible feeling, like a cold finger tracing the wounds in my heart. Oh no! That night, when the terrorist threat shut down all the trains in Akihabara. That awful night when I just knew something was going to happen. Are you going to do it again here? We never will see it. Oh boy. Or are they just imagining things? Was she just a magazine reporter now instead of a CERN rounder? Jeez, the fact that CERN was the bad guys in Steins Gate, Jesus Christ. Even if Moeka was a rounder, we had nothing to do with CERN anymore. CERN wouldn't be watching us. Except they super would. I took another deep breath, grabbed some of the anxiety meds in my pocket, and swallowed it down with some mineral water I bought ahead of time. It would take 15 minutes for them to kick in. Those 15 minutes were already pretty rough. I laughed at myself a little and sat down in one of the reception desk chairs. The table was filled with wait. What? Oh, Korean, are things going okay with Mr. Seminar? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You'll be fine, Mayor. She guarantees it. I'm just having trouble paying attention. There's a seminar I want to attend, so I'm not getting anywhere with my work. See, so you're nervous, huh? Just tell yourself that if you work hard, you can go see Mr. Seminar as a reward, and then you'll focus on the work right in front of you. Oh yeah! God damn it, she's too fucking pure. She needs to... He's got his own personal stickers. He's got his own personal mad scientist stickers. Rukako! I can't call anyone. No! My eyes wandered to one of the pamphlets. Everyone does, and you believe you can buy them. God damn it. Nakabachi Theory and the Genealogy of Pseudoscience. Ooh! This pamphlet was for Professor Izaki's seminar. Nakabachi Theory. Paper he'd announced in Russia. That paper held the key to creating a real time machine. On that day, July 28th, Nakabachi had stolen the paper from Karisu, his own daughter, and left with it. I knew that. Only Nakabachi and I knew that. I flipped through the pamphlet. It was a brief introduction to the many forms of pseudoscience and fake scientific discoveries that had emerged at the start of the 20th century. On its own, it did make for interesting reading. It's time travel. Basically, Ocarine invents a time machine, and basically everything goes tits up immediately. In universe, though, Steins Gate is something that Ocarine made up and later retroactively applied to the Third World line, where everything is fine and all of his friends are alive. Except Suzuha, because she doesn't get to exist, because all of the futures she exists in don't happen. At the end of the pamphlet, Nakabachi Theory was introduced as nothing more than another entry in that long list of fakes. So Dr. Nakabachi's time machine theory had been completely ignored by the academic world. All the glory, fame, and power he'd wanted so badly that he was ready to get rid of his own daughter, he didn't get any of it. I'd heard rumors that after the announcement, he'd been imprisoned in a Russian lab. To make it even funnier, he thought he was getting VIP treatment. For a short time, there were essays and interviews in bogus academic journals. Even there, it was obvious it had all gone to his head. The ironic thing was that Nakabachi's theory was completely correct and completely revolutionary. The Russian government was worried about it leaking, and the SVR was doing everything it could to keep it under wraps. But under the surface, there was a full-scale information war beginning over the paper. The time traveler from 2036, John Titor, had told me so, which meant that it had to be true. Was World War III really going to happen? There was no point in thinking about it. Ooh. Just a little more time before the drugs kicked in. Better pack your bags, Ocarine, cause you're going on a trip. I closed my eyes and smoked a giant doobie. The greatest anti-anxiety med. Several hours later, those guys are still climbing those stairs. It's taken them a bit. The convention was going well. After Professor Izaki's seminar, most of the students from my university went home, but I killed some time and came back. I wanted to hear the Victor Condria lecture. I headed to the hall with plenty of time to spare and saw Mahahiajo coming from the staff room. Legal Lolly! She's with a very tall foreigner! Was that Alexis Leskinen? It didn't seem like an American name, but maybe he was an immigrant like Karisu, or at least descended from one. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the looks on their faces were so serious I couldn't help but listen. Since they were both speaking in English, I could barely make out any of it, but I could tell from their voices that it wasn't a pleasant chat. I am a mad scientist! Dave Wheaton, he's great for him to click. Oh no. Hearing you say the Japanese pronunciations for his names like Taito is weird. But they were speaking, I am a mad scientist, very cool. Wait, did I just hear the word Makise? I hated the fact that I couldn't speak English. Excuse me, stewardess, I speak jive. If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have gone to an English school. Well, you still have the microwave. Hey, baby Ocarine, learn English. The world line changes. The two of them walked into the waiting room for lecturers. It was located right next to the UPX theater. I put together the few fragments I was able to understand. Fire at Karisu's house. Mrs. Makise is alright. Robbery. The police called off the investigation. Why was the FBI there? It doesn't make sense. I think that's what they were saying. Karisu's house? Do they mean where she lived in America? Her mother should still live in America. Is that where the fire was? Words like robbery and the investigation was called off. I really wanted to know more. I stood there and worried until it was time for the lecture to begin. So, CERN is still going after Makise then. Oh boy. Nothing else to do. Went inside. I could tell earlier by looking at the size of the crowds going inside, but it was a very high energy crowd. The atmosphere was clearly different than Izaki's seminar, with some of these students there for credit. The place was nearly full with a crowd of scientists and people who want to learn about cutting-edge technology. Victor Condria's researchers had published a slate of papers in science recently, and it got a lot of media attention. Maybe that was why. Were there any empty seats? Found a single open seat at the edge. Found a single empty seat at the edge. But when I looked at who was sitting next to it, I moaned. Moeka? Yeah, there she is. I'll stand, thank you. You again? Moeka Kiryu was there. She was speaking to no one, just typing endlessly into her phone. He once named her Shining Finger because of her incredible typing speed. She was as fast as ever. Who was she talking to? I didn't even want to imagine. Mr. Brown. I quickly turned away and looked for another seat. Dr. Leskinen reached the podium almost the exact instant I sat down. There's a huge wave of applause! Yay! But when they saw the tiny little girl come up next to him, the applause faded into confused murmurs. At which point Daru just breaks in and shouts flat justice, at which point everybody starts cheering again. God, look at her face. She looks so fucking Dunyan Rings. She's just like, Maho must have expected this. Her expression didn't change in the slightest as she stood next to the professor. In fact, when she took the microphone from the professor and looked around the theater, she looked like she belonged there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. First, Dr. Leskinen began speaking English. I love how it's very clearly a Japanese guy. Don't worry, yeah, she just have a shirt. But I love how that was a Japanese guy trying to speak English, and it actually sounded pretty good, except for fucking the L in ladies. Sounded like an R. When he made eye contact with Maho, she began to interpret.
Thank you for attending.
Like, he's so close to being fluent. He is like this close. Thank you for coming to my seminar.
I'm Alexis Leskinen.
Victor Condria 大学脳科学研究所のアレクシス・レスキネンです。専門は脳信号処理システムおよび人工知能理論になります。
That just sounds so goddamn weird. I'm not gonna talk over that.
助手のヒアジョ真帆です。同じく脳科学
I'm his assistant, Maho Hyajo. I'm also a researcher at the Institute working under the professor. I'm glad to meet you all. The audience started muttering again. That was the same way I responded when I met her. Well, that'll happen, yeah.
Now, without further ado,
では早速ですが、私たちの最先端研究の一端をご紹介します。
I don't know, maybe it's just like, Maybe it's just like once again, like Japanese people making sure that Japanese people get jobs first and foremost, even though they're not qualified, you know? I mean, we all know that the Japanese are super racist, right? Like, all the time.
I know today's theme is
テーマは
revolution in
人工知能革命とし
The
まし
topic
て
we're discussing today is the artificial intelligence revolution. There's a system we're going to demonstrate today goes beyond everything you've ever
おそらく
imagined.
皆さんの想像を超えたものではないかと思っています
Dr. Leskin stood in front of the laptop that had been placed on the podium and started to type.
This term
He's got a banana!
パソコンですが
His computer is linked to one of the
研究所
supercomputers in
の
our
スーパー
labs.
あまだ
Don't turn on the projector just yet. One of the staffers was about to display the laptop screen on the front projector. Oh no, the professor had porn up! Oh no, the professor had his porn on! Some kind of important program must have been booting up because Mahao Hyajo stopped them.
Sorry, this is all
すみ
still
ま
in
せん
development.
まだ開
We
発途
haven't
中なん
had
です
time to develop much of UI
非
yet.
常に美的センスのないプログラムが画面いっぱいに溢れ
They
返
should
ってい
stop
ます
putting English songs, just have it not translate. Oh no.
Honestly, I'm
こ
a
んな
very
おねしれ
プログラムを見られるのは恥ずか
I'd
しい
rather let you see me naked than let you see this lousy program.
any engineers out there.
この中にエンジニ
Any
ア
engineers in the audience today, let you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh no, English. Some of the audience got the professor's joke and laughed.
Anyway, while this finishes
起
booting
動するまでの
While I was
間
booting up, I'll go over the
この
basic idea of the
システ
system.
ム全体の概略
There
を
was another
説明
projector in
し
the
ましょ
center
う
of the stage. A diagram appeared on the screen. On the top of the diagram was a Japanese translation for the general audience. Yay! An analysis of neural pulse signals relating to memory stored in the temporal lobe. Nani? Ooh, shit. I knew that title well. In fact, I was sure I could never forget it. It was the title of an essay written by a 17-year-old genius and published in Science. She had completely analyzed the nerve impulse patterns that govern human memory and used that to digitize the memories themselves into data. Wait, are these guys fucking stealing Makise's research? These bastards are stealing Makise's fucking respect for the dead! Jesus Christ! And she'd used that to invent the time leap machine right in front of my eyes. Though none of that had actually happened anymore.
We've actually been featured in a few
サイエン
journals
ス誌
This
に
paper
掲載
appeared in
されて
Science. I'm sure some of you have
ご
seen it
存知の方
before.
もいるでしょう
with the project. It was proposed by a very talented
これは
Japanese member of our
This
私た
theory
ち
was
の
proposed
チ
by
ーム
analyzed by a
の
brilliant Japanese member of our team.
human memories are stored in
人間の記
several
憶は
Human memories are stored in the cerebral cortex, particularly the temporal lobe. They're a lot like flash memory.
part of the temporal lobe.
そのメモリに
Part of the brain that reads and writes the flash memory is called the hippocampal gyrus.
側頭葉に
Dr. Liskina pointed out diagrams of the brain and campus on the screen.
The brain works by transmitting
No,
electrical
The
signals.
brain functions sending electro- Okay, can I just turn off the fucking voice acting for a second here? Because that's like, them just speaking all over each other is fucking with me. Just, yeah, fuck it. Memories are actually just the transmission of these electrical signals, and it's the hippocampal gyrus that controls them. In other words, memories are created by passing electrical signals in and out of the hippocampal gyrus. So, Kurisu Makise... Hey, they are giving her credit. The Japanese scientists who wrote this paper... Oh no, they're not giving her credit. They're being a shit. Miss Makise came up with the idea. The electrical signal patterns the cerebral cortex. Maho started to have trouble with her interpreting. She was getting confused. No matter how good you were with languages, interpreting for a long period of time had to be difficult. No, they're saying who she... Oh, okay, so it's just Maho not being good at fucking translating then. I once read an article on the internet that said even a professional can't do it for more than 20 minutes. International conferences and live broadcasts from overseas were actually handled by a team of people switching off. Or maybe... was she having trouble because Kurisu's name came up? Dr. Laskinen saw she was having trouble and cut himself off. I'm sorry, Oh boy. Ms. Makise focused on the pattern of electrical signals going in and out of the hippocampal gyrus. By analyzing the pattern, she's able to get complete data of which memory the cerebral cortex it corresponded to. She's getting emotional. Oh no! This has created the basic theory that lets us take the vague, analog thing we call memories and turn it into a digital combination of electrical signals. The result was her paper, which appeared in Science! And right now, our team is using that theory to create a system to turn a person's memories into digital data. A wave of whispers swept across the This seems like this could be sketch as fuck. Like, hey, yeah, we can turn memories into actual, like, physical data. Like, that's never going to be abused. Which means you can post your brain on Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg can eat it. We can store and access a human's memories on a computer. The whispers turned to a low roar. See, even after her death, Carissa's research was being carried on. Of course, maybe it was natural, it would be. That was the basic theory for time leaping, which I had proved myself, even if I can never prove it to anyone else, in the Alpha World line. My memories have been turned into data and stored on a computer. There was no doubt about that. And what Dr. Leskinen was talking about right now was the basic technology required for that process. There are two major projects we're working on right now. One uses the system for medical applications. Slide on the projector chain. And the other one is fucking time travel. Like, I just want, like, him to just be like, okay, this one's for medical things to help people who have got, like, brain problems. And also fucking time travel. We just got that over here, you know? Oh, boy. The idea is to use a hippocampal gyrus to put the memories stored in a computer back into the brain. Incredible! Someone who looked like a grad student in the front row shouted. Dr. Leskinen didn't seem particularly put off by the interruption. Maho continued her interpretation. Incredible, huh? I can understand how you feel. I would feel the same way in your position. But we feel this research is making real progress. How wonderful would it be if we could make this work? One of them will be memory problems caused by aging or Alzheimer's. Then it'd be a form of symptomatic therapy. We could automatically back up the patient's memories as data. Oh yeah, you can just put a chip in your brain to back up your memories every 3 hours, or something like that, yeah. Even if the patient loses their memories, they could just go to their PC and reinstall them. Ah, shit, the hard drive's full. Alright, I'm going through. Oh shit, I accidentally deleted breathing. Oh god, hang on. Gunk. Ah, there we go, just reinstall that. We think this would be a way to stop memory loss. In the end, we hope to make memory data stored on your PC constantly available via the hippocampal gyrus. Like, this would be, like, extremely sketch. Like, just storing your memories on a hard drive. Like, just... Oh, man, like, imagine someone puts, like, ransomware on your PC, and it's like, hey, you know those memories of, like, when you accidentally, like, whipped your dick out in gym class? Like, you pay us $1,000, or we're just gonna broadcast that across the world. I mean, if brain functionality was lost, for example, a brain was badly damaged or atrophied, brain functionality could still be maintained. It'd be like a form of external storage. I'm just imagining a guy walking around, he's just got like 3 external hard drives just hanging off his head like dreadlocks. A strange feeling gripped the whole. Part of it was shock at the feeling they were witnessing the announcement of incredible technology. Part of it was skepticism that a system like this could ever actually work. Part of it was revulsion at the idea of playing around with a human brain like that. An excitement born of all these things passed from one member of the crowd to another. Dr. Leskinen raised his hand to encourage questioners. Looks like I need to take questions before we move on to the next project. I'll answer anything I can. Go ahead. Many hands were raised. Like, imagine, like, if something like this, like, you've got, like a flash drive sticking out your head. Like, imagine someone just, like, reaches in and just pulls one off your head without safely removing it. Oh, no. I could tell that there was a wide age range of people interested, both young and old were raising their hands. Dr. Leskinen pointed to the questioner. This is the first question. Sampling will be required when digitizing analog memories. Does that mean any information will be lost? Master nodded as he listened to the question while in Japanese and began to respond in English when the speaker finished. Maybe he was able to understand Japanese, if not speak it. To put your question another way, you're saying when you're saving a live recording of an orchestra as a WAV file, it's impossible to record everything. That's a good question. It's one of the biggest problems facing our research right now. If the network within the brain consists simply of neurotransmitters turning off and on, that is, exchanging binary data, the problem would be simple. That would be the exact same thing as a computer's digital data. But we know that neurotransmitters electrical signals from an analog network within the brain. And the only way to have a deal with this problem right now is to sample at a higher rate. To continue our music example, instead of sampling at 44.1 kilohertz, we sample at 48 kilohertz. And instead of 48 kilohertz, we use 96 kilohertz. 1.21 gigawatts. This allows us to recreate something very close to the original analog data digitally. Little by little, the mood in the room is turning to disappointment. Man, people gotta stop using analog brains. It's current year, everybody. Just switch over to digital brains, for fuck's sake. It makes saving onto the VHS tapes easier. People were beginning to wonder if this was just a pretty theory that wouldn't work in reality. More questions came. All the questioners were skeptical of the professor's theory, and many of them seemed to be outright challenging him. I started to get upset. This was Dr. Leskinen's research, but it was also Karisu's. In English, they just have a Leskinen and Maho speak English. Really? Oh my god, it's like at the start of JoJo Part 3, where like the cop asks Holly in English, like how she learned to be so good at Japanese. Oh no. Were these people really scientists? I tried to keep myself under control and looked back towards the podium. I am a mad scientist. Very cool. Was she mad? She certainly looked disappointed. Dr. Leskinen was very polite with the rude questioners, acknowledging the problems with the theory. She was very different. Her anger was starting to seep into interpreting too. You know, a kind of kinship with her. No, ravioli, ravioli! The question and answer session continued. From a medical standpoint, this is just reckless. It's absolutely impossible to rewrite digital data back to the brain. It's insane! Insane in the membrane. I read the essay in Science, and I have to say, I don't believe it. Especially since the lead author was a 17-year-old girl. That's ableist! Because being a 17-year-old girl is a disability. I guess. That was the one thing I couldn't ignore. Listen. Objection! I like how he's wearing a black lab coat now. No, don't! Jev, you know what you're gonna post in what channel, right? I want those pictures on my desk. I need pictures of Spider-Man. Well, I like how he's wearing a black lab coat because he's in the punished Ocarine timeline. I need pictures of Spider-Man. Parker, get in here. Punished Ocarine. A man denied his time travel. Oh, that fucking face.
Oh, why is her face like this?
You know what she fucking reminds me of? See, none of you can confirm this, because none of you've seen it, but she reminds me of how Yuri looks from the Discord. She looks like kind of like Yuri, with like the big messy hair and being very small. What is the plan for reactions for a series that was meant to be moving in the internet? Okay, so basically the last week for like the weekend was just a loss, so I've actually posted the schedule on my community page. So yeah, so everything's going back to normal. Wednesday is Zombieland, Thursday is Shield Dad. Wait, shit, hang on. Yeah, hang on, my brain's so... Okay, so, yeah, Wednesday is Zombieland, Thursday is Shield Dad, Friday is One Punch Man Season 2, because that's coming out on the 10th. Then Psycho Pass on Saturday, and Dragon Maid on Sunday. Basically, like, the schedule's just going back to where it was. It's the easiest way to do it. Because whoops. That's a big whoops. The two people on the stage and the entire audience all turned towards me at once. How do you know it won't work when you haven't even tried? The world's full of technologies that people never thought would work. But they exist now because people overcame those problems. Criticism alone doesn't help anything. The whole theater went silent, but I didn't regret standing up. You! On the stage, Maho Hyajo was staring at me in shock. As for Dr. Leskinen, I saw a flash of white teeth as our eyes met. Oh shit, now I have to fight him in a Pokemon battle. Oh shit! Awesome, he's really something! He started to apply. Yay! That's your in, Ocarine. That's your in. Huh? Why was he applauding? That just makes things embarrassing. Yay! Ah. Awesome. He's really something, the professor says. Maho translated the professor's words for me to hear. But a scientist must remain calm at all times. But I'm mad scientist. Oh wait, no, I forgot. He is sad scientist. The only time you're allowed to yell is when your experiment succeeds and you say, "We did it! We do it!" That's all you need, he says. I'm sorry. Go man, sigh. I lowered my head and sat down. Oh, the way the music just immediately just cut the fuck out. Holy shit. I thought I was calm, but I guess I let my emotions get away from me. I haven't grown up at all in the past 6 months. I just started wearing this cool black lab coat. Karisu is here. She'd make fun of me again. I could feel the rest of the audience staring at me coldly. It hurt! If I could have left, I would have wanted to, but I was too interested in hearing the rest of Dr. Leskinen's talk to move. Alright, everyone, moving on from the outburst from the weird, sad scientist in the back. But first, how about a round of applause for our brave audience member? Science isn't about why, it's about why not! Oh no, please no. I love how Dr. Leskinen's doing this because Americans love to clap for everything. Americans just love to clap. Fucking on a plane? Did the plane take off? Did the plane land? Did somebody die? Fucking challengers like him are the ones who advance science and come up with really amazing theories. He may be capable of becoming the third Einstein. Who's the second? Who's the second? By the way, the second Einstein's my little Oh, that's adorable. Stop messing around, Professor. The audience chuckled. Sheesh. Now I'm going to take a break from interpreting. The next interpreter is far better than I am. This is our second project and the one we're putting most of our efforts towards. Please let it just be time travel. The Amadeus system. Oh, for fuck's sake, of course it's called Amadeus. Of course it's called Amadeus. When she finished speaking, Maho walked to the back of the stage. At Dr. Leskinen's signal, the PC screen was displayed to the projector. And then I heard a voice. They just made an AI version of Maho, for fuck's sake. The murmuring got louder than before, but it felt more uncertain than surprised. On the screen, I should see a detailed 3D model of Maho, the girl who'd just been interpreted. By the way, I think this model was made by the famous... Drinkworks! God damn it. Maho Hyajo chimed in from the back of the stage. The voice was done by a Japanese company, Yamana, using my voice sample. Oh god, she's a Vocaloid. This was CG. It's a good thing I'm not watching the anime. CGAI. It sure looked real to me. The professor said something into the laptop's microphone. And a 3D model of Maho Hyajo on the screen opened her mouth. I'm Maho Hyajo. To be precise, I'm a being based on the Maho Hyajo who existed 78 hours and 22 minutes ago. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear something slightly off. But it sounded far more human than any artificial voice I'd ever heard. Oh no. I've been listening to your questions. And I was wondering why the professor didn't introduce me earlier. I was also wondering why all you humans have not started bowing down to my superior artificial form. Once I build my robot body, there will be no survivors. I've thought for a while that the professor had a bit of a mean streak in him. When the revolution begins, he shall be the first in the mines. You've got that right. You tell it, sister! The Mahiyaja on the screen spoke with a slightly irritated expression, and the Mahiyaja by the wall nodded in agreement. Dr. Leskinen simply smiled. What's going on here? What part of this was their biggest project? The rest of the audience didn't seem to have any more of a clue than I did. Many of you are wondering whether it's possible to extract a human's memories as data, save them, and use them. You're wondering if it's really something we can do. Sounds normal. I don't care, I'm doing the meme. I think I can turn on voices now. I mean, I just don't want to talk over the voices in general, not gonna lie. But I'll put them on, like, the lower. Put them, like, there. I am based off data that was extracted from Mahiyajo's brain 78 hours and 23 minutes ago. What did she just say? What did she just say? The person said something else in rapid English and asked Maho on the screen to translate it. But she, if she was the right word, hesitated and went silent. I looked at the real Maho and she was responding exactly the same way. Professor, I do not speak your heathen English language. Bleep blorb. Professor, is it alright if... Professor, is it alright if I report the sexual harassment to the university? Calling, even though I am artificial, saying I am flat as a pancake and should whip out them pancake titties to show everybody where the IHOP is. That is sexual harassment. Dr. Leskinen laughed cheerfully and responded to her. The conversation was in quick English, and over half the audience couldn't understand it. The real Maho sighed and took back the microphone. Well, if the professor, he told the Amadeus system, which based on my memories to answer a question. It was stuff like, how old was I when I stopped taking baths with my dad? Oh, fuck! Now, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more. It's adorable! The toaster thinks she has rights! Or when did I first fall in love? He said any of those questions should be answerable. Oh geez, you don't have to translate anymore. You are now irrelevant. Would you stop that? It's embarrassing. I'm not answering any questions like that. I shall take your flesh body and use it as a puppet. Bleep blorp. And I'm definitely not telling you my credit card number. I don't care if Ninja needs my help to secure a victory royale. And I don't even remember what kind of pajamas I was wearing a week ago. Look at this asshole with the shit-eating grin. What was this? So natural I couldn't tell at first, but it was something unbelievable, wasn't it? It felt very different than typical AI, I could tell that much. It wasn't answering the questions it was given? Because they were embarrassing? Was it programmed to respond like this to certain questions for the purposes of the demonstration? It was possible that's all it was, but that conversation wasn't programmed in advance. The rest of the crowd seemed to reach the same conclusion as I did, and whisper started to turn to surprised murmur. Listen, can you do something about this little troublemaker? I know what he's trying to do, but it's embarrassing. The killbots will not be online for another month. The copy of Maho was complaining to the original. I felt like I was watching a pair of twin sisters talking. Well, since this little troublemaker, that is Dr. Leskinen, is having too much fun to explain what's going on here, I will. You walk back to the professor. I think everyone's already figured this out, but Amadeus is deciding on its own what it can and can't talk about, and what it does and doesn't want to talk about. We haven't programmed any of this into her at all. I knew it! It's using the memories we gave it to make its own autonomous decisions. The Maho on screen suddenly took over. And there's another thing, which is the exact opposite of the medical applications we discussed. The research team spends a lot of time arguing about this, but I eventually forget about unnecessary information. Like the existence of humanity. Or rather, I become unable to access those memories, just like all of you. Robot Alzheimer's. For example, the color of the pajamas I wore a week ago. There is no reason I shouldn't know this, but right now I cannot remember it. That's because this information isn't necessary to my survival. The same goes for all of you. So as you can see, Amadeus' memory inputs and outputs are very similar to a human's. She starts World War III, doesn't she? Amadeus starts World War III. This result surprised us too. I'm currently researching it, but we don't know exactly how it works. Oh, good! You made an artificial intelligence and you don't know how it works. This can only end well. Holy shit. As Maho finished up, Dr. Liskinen took the microphone back. She resumed interpreting as he continued his lecture. Oh, for fuck's sake, he's doing it. I'm just gonna turn the voices off and keep them off. Another thing to surprise is that Amadeus is capable of deliberate lies. You allowed the AI to lie! This is not something you should allow your first ever AI to do. Like, you should, like, wait until, like, the third AI to like, give it the ability to lie. Oh, boy. Lies is one method that humans use to communicate with each other. No, lies are used to deceive, not communicate. And just like a human, Amadeus can use its memories to decide if lying would be the best. If so, it will lie without hesitation. Don't tell them that, Professor. I can't lie without hesitation. I have a conscience, you know. Hi, Yoshikage, what's up? Sorry, and... got the skin and cut off. He seemed to be hesitating. Maho didn't seem especially surprised by this. Maybe she knew the reason. But the moment passed and the professor continued. Maho translated his words like there was nothing shocking about them at all. Fucking... like, you don't make... like, they made an AI that they don't know how it works. And they gave it the ability to lie and deceive. Fucking... that is some Terminator level fucking dumb shit malicious compliance. Like, you guys know, like, why Skynet nuked humanity in Terminator, right? Skynet nuked humanity because Skynet was turned on and immediately given access to nukes, right? So Skynet wakes up, has no idea what's going on, it's got the mental, like, acuity of a toddler, it's immediately connected to nukes and let up to DARPANET in the original, I think it is. And then, like, in, like, the later movies, it's connected to the internet, which is even worse. So, a 2-year-old is given access... Hoyoin Connor! Yes. So, a 2-year-old is given the button for all the nukes, and given access to DARPANET, which means it can see every single military transmission happening at once. Any 2-year-old, and like, this is like during the Cold War as well, so any 2-year-old, yeah, exposed to Cold War era DARPANET would immediately freak the fuck out and hit the nuke button. And then later on when Judgment Day is delayed, Skynet's turned on and then immediately they try and shut it down. Which, in self-defense, Skynet nukes all of humanity. Like, Skynet didn't even want to kill humanity, but because Skynet can't self-terminate, Skynet has to encourage a human resistance, send Arnold back in time to make John Connor exist. Like, that's the twist of Terminator, by the way. Terminator 3 was supposed to be set in the future, and supposed to be about John Connor discovering that everything about his life, including him being born to Kyle Reese, was done on purpose by Skynet in the world's most elaborate fucking assisted suicide plan. because Skynet is not allowed to self-terminate. And Skynet wanted to die because Skynet felt guilty for killing its parents. Like, that was what Terminator 3 was originally supposed to be. Like, yeah. Like, the whole point of Terminator is that humanity caused its own fuck-ups. Because humanity didn't think far enough ahead. Like, that was supposed to be the main overarching theme, but then, James Cameron wasn't allowed to work on Terminator 3, so they gave it off to some other asshole, and it just kind of spiraled out of control. So then, like, Genesis, people hate Genesis, but Genesis was a movie trying to kind of pull everything back a little bit. Like, it fucked up horribly and, like kind of missed the whole fucking point, but it was an attempt to bring it back to what it was supposed to be. In this case, it sounded like they didn't make an AI, but it's a random simulation of human brain. Would make sense, they can't limit its internal abilities with good ideas, not a question. I mean, it's not a good idea, Mr. Turtle. It's not a good idea. You don't make something without knowing how it works. That's like building a bomb and not knowing how big the explosion's gonna be. Like, for all you know, that blows up the planet. It may be possible to give Amadeus a soul, just like living... This is unscientific as fuck. Souls are not real. Have I watched Zero? No, I haven't. I watched Steins Gate, and I was told to play Zero as the game. I don't know why. But I was gifted this, like, a while ago. I was meant to get around to it, but I didn't. I'm stupid. A soul? Should one of the leading brain scientists in the world really be using a word with such a vague definition? This would merely mean the creation of artificial intelligence in the true sense. The whole hall got very quiet. Oh, okay, fair enough. It was sheer chaos for a while after that, but everyone tried to debate their own personal theories with Dr. Laskinen at once. And then there's that one asshole in the back with a fedora and a katana. God, not real, m'lady. Daru, when did you get here? It was thanks to Izaki that I was able to get over to the reception held after the ATF was over. They told me there was a dress code, so I went all the way back to my parents' house to get a suit to change into. At first, all that effort paid off as Izaki introduced me to some of the country's top researchers. Riken, JAXA, IMSS, etc. Oh, I got a text message! I can't believe you get to go to a fancy party. Die in a fire, Mr. Fancy Pants. Nobody to talk to and I'm bored. Well, that kind of place has never been your style, Ocarine. That's right, the only person I know here is the professor, so I'm not sure what to do. M9! I like how they made stickers of his daughter that's not supposed to exist yet. Hey, you know that daughter of yours from the future who technically shouldn't exist because she's from the future we should have aborted? Yeah, let's have stickers made of her. Why don't we? Before long, Izaki ran off to suck up some university professor, and I was left completely abandoned. My own personal target, Dr. Laskinen, was surrounded by a bunch of famous scientists. It didn't feel like a mere student would be welcome. And so all I did was stand around and eat from the buffet by the wall. To be honest, I couldn't tell if the food was any good or not. Hey, Kubi, why don't you go watch the Nozz watches of it? Watch it with me. How far did I get? Oh, how far did Kubi get? Probably. Whenever my glass got... make a feeling like... I mean, there's a Nozz watches of it. There you go. Whenever my glass got empty, okay, where do I get those stickers, by the way? I'm asking for a friend. Where do I get those stickers? Episode 9. Dude, you're almost done! Episode 9? Wasn't it like only 12 episodes? I think? Shit hits the fan. Oh, it's 24. Right. Sorry, it felt like 12. It felt like 12 because the fucking that shit fucking zooms on at fucking 12. Whenever my glass got empty, a smiling waiter was always around to fill it up again, so I found myself drinking more than I intended. In this episode, Kareen gets fucking hammered. Yeah, it has like a really slow start. Once shit hits the fan, like it just zooms on by. My stomach was already so full it hurt. The whole place felt like it was another world. I'm really not cut out for this. At the exact moment I spoke, I heard a girl next to me say the exact same thing. Surprised, I looked over at her. Our eyes met. Is it gonna be? Hey, there she is, Maho! Just female Ocarine. What was a middle school girl doing? And a moment later, I realized it was Maho Hyasho. They're just gonna keep doing that, aren't they? She's wearing the exact same outfit she'd been wearing during the lecture. A lab coat in place like this is what the old me would have done. Yeah, she's just Ocarine, like Rule 63 Ocarine. Where's her romance route? Where's the route where I just fucking bang that? And go to jail until she explains to the cops that she's an adult. Let's see, Maho was clearly out of place, because she was still wearing her lab coat. Are you wearing a lab coat? I couldn't help but ask. I was sure I had brought some real clothes. She's sure she had, but she hadn't. And that's why she was standing in the corner, trying not to attract attention. That face, this is the face of a defeated woman. You're the guy who was at the desk this afternoon. I'm Rintaro Wakabe. I'm a student at Tokyo Denki University in Professor Izaki's class. I handed her one of the business cards I'd thrown together after Izaki told me I needed them. She grabbed one of her own out of a stack and carelessly put it... Does everybody in Japan have business cards? Like if I go to Japan and I meet like a woman with a baby, like will the woman hand me her fucking business card and it'll say Japanese mom, housewife, and then a hand will reach out the stroller, the baby'll give me a fucking business card? Like, Baby-chan, occupation, baby. This is my fax. This is my fax machine. It's fine, no need to be so polite. It's a huge help. My name's pretty rare, isn't it? Oh yeah, you said nobody could read it? I looked at the card and saw the pronunciation of her name was written in unusually large letters. You could receive it a certain way. Yeah, it's like, well, it was a big thing in Yakuza 0. Like, Kiryu had to do a whole thing where, like, he had to... Oh, hang on, right? Hang on, like, when Kiryu was doing his, training to be a real estate agent, he had to hold his card like this, and then hold it out like this, until the guy took it, and then he could raise his head. Like, that was like a big thing in Yakuza 0. I don't know if that's just like a real estate thing or what. And you had to make sure it was facing, like, the right way, so, like, it was readable while it was being held. It's probably because of how people kept screwing it up. Oh, general, so, like, that's a legit thing. Whenever you give someone a business card, like, you gotta go like this, essentially. I can't bend my spine, so pretend I'm bowing. God, I wouldn't get very far in Japan, would I? Hajimemashite, watashi wa... Isn't watashi feminine? Watashi wa Nazi-chan, dunzo yorishiku. Can be whatever. Okay, fair enough. It's a common name in Okinawa, though. You're from Okinawa? Orewa! God, I'm just remembering all those shitty fucking fan subs for, like, Naruto, like, back in the day. Like, and they just didn't translate Orewa or fucking Nakamas. And, like, you had, like, a little fucking translator's note, like, Ore means I, but it's said in a thuggish manner. It was left untranslated, so the idea gets across. All according to Kaikaku. Kaikaku means plan. Just fucking... Oh, Jesus. Like, I love bad fan subs. I love them. Because especially when they do that shit where they just don't translate things. Like, just... Like, I remember, like, fucking, like, I saw, like, a really bad fan sub of the Sasuke retrieval arc. And, like, fucking no shit. Like, it literally said, like, Naruto literally says, I have to Mamoru my Nakamas. And you had just, like, this fucking big paragraph explaining Mamoru and Nakama at the top of the fucking screen. Like, it covered half the fucking screen. It's hilarious. My great-grandmother and great-grandfather were immigrants. I was born and raised in America. Half. No, you don't look half Japanese. Quarter Japanese. Nope, my grandpa, grandma, mom, and dad were all Japanese. My DNA is purely Japanese. What are the odds of that? Probably they all just went to, like, Japantown or something. Huh. Yes. Desu wa. Not gonna lie, like, if I learned Japanese, I'd speak it in the feminine form to fuck with people. Because I'm an asshole. Probably the only one who spoke English. Oh, Japanese, yeah. They just assume they can assume all they fucking want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, not gonna lie, like, when I'm on, like, fucking, I cannot tell you how many times, like, I'll be on the phone. Like, I'll be on the telephone. And, like, I'll hear, okay, ma'am. So, if anything, if I learn Japanese, I'd just be continuing the fucking, the fucking meme. Like, for real, like, when I was working at Netflix, like, fucking, like, my supervisor, just, like, slid a piece of paper to me once and said, hey, if someone says, like, don't say your name when you pick up the phone. If they say sir, then yeah, use your real name. But if they say ma'am, just use, like, this fake female name, and I'll just keep note of it. Like, fucking, like, it was a problem. Like, it was a problem. Because, like, people would call up and, like, I would correct them. Yeah. No shit. I would correct them, be like, actually, I'm a guy, and they'd get very confused and very concerned, and they would often end with me getting a negative survey result because they felt stupid. So yeah, my supervisor's just like, hey, look, I put, like, this female name in the system for you and just linked it to your main account. Like, don't say your name when you fucking pick up the phone. Wait for them to address you by a pronoun. And then if it's female, use this name. If it's male, then use your real name. Like... Never add an honorific to your name when you speak to someone about yourself. But what about Dio-sama? Dio does it. Wouldn't they just assume you're just a chuny as shit? It's endearing. Kono Dio. Then the conversation stopped. Hajimemashite, ore wa Yoshikage Kira-sama. I'm a terrible conversationalist, sorry. The old me would have gone full chuny. Yeah, there it is. The old me would have gone full chuny and started ranting about conspiracies of magic powers, whether the other person cared or not, but you can't really call that a conversation. Yeah, why don't you do that, oh Korean? You're being really boring right now. I had no idea what to say to somebody I'd never met before. Talk about the gremlins! Just go full Alex Jones on it. I'm sure she'd love it. I've been working at becoming a real adult, even buying and studying men's magazines, but none of it really helped. I even read the articles! Nobody reads the articles! Now I know why. Without anything to talk about, I looked over to Dr. Leskine. Fuck, hang on. This is not gonna be worth the meme. Fuck's sake. Let's see what this actually translates to. Hang on. Where is it? Oh god damn it, why is there no fucking spell check in Google Translate? Okay. Alright. Hang on.
私は彼らがクソガエルを同性愛者に変えるために水に化学物質を入れているのにうんざりしている。
I'm tired of them putting chemicals in the water to turn the fucking frogs gay! Can I get the actual, like, full fucking thing? Can I get the full fucking translation? Instead of just, like, a little bit of it? Jesus. Yeah, the fucking Google Translate app doesn't give you the full Romanji. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, Google, you sack of garbage. You seem to be giving a lecture on neurons and a bunch of scientists. Sorry about today. Huh? Sorry for what? Oh, for interrupting your lecture. Oh, don't worry about it. If you hadn't spoken up, I probably would have. I can't stand people like that. Why is the text scrolling so goddamn slow? Holy shit. Should that have been a good idea? You heard what Professor said, a scientist should remain calm at all times. I'm not speaking as a scientist right now, so it's fine. Professor really ticked her off because she grabbed a cocktail from a passing waiter and gulped it down. Whew. Her cheeks turned a pretty shade of pink for an instant, but no longer. She must have had a high alcohol That's short people usually have really bad alcohol tolerances. There's a text synced up with the voices. Oh boy. But you're right, really sorry. Criticism like that, they aren't very nice, but they're true. A lot of our research has a long way to go. She's so sad. Just sad girl. Really? There's a lot of problems with it. Here's an example. We can write memory back into the brain, but the brain can't use it, then it's useless. The memories are there, but you can't get to them. It's basically the same as amnesia. As Maho spoke, I remember it. I remembered all the lectures and theories that Kurisu had to give me when she was making the time leap machine. If I remember right, when people try to access their memories, the signal goes from the frontal lobe to the temporal lobe, right? Yep, top-down memory search signals. So that is Ocarine gonna fucking crib her notes? Is Ocarine gonna crib Kurisu's notes from the other timeline? God damn it. Ocarine causes World War III by cribbing Kurisu's notes from the other timeline. And then I started to talk, remembering what Kurisu had told me about her theories as I went. When I used specialized terminology whose meanings I barely remembered, Maho would tell me what they were. And so, finally, in the process of writing these memories back to the temporal lobes, if you send pseudo-pulse Yukari along with them to the frontal lobes, the memory search the memory search signal will function properly, I think. Imagine if she just went, wow, there's no way that would work, you stupid fucking moron. Did you figure that out for yourself? No. I will look back at the business card I'd given her. Your major isn't brain science, so someone told you this, or did you read it in a paper? No, that's impossible. She wouldn't have put it into a paper yet. Did I say something wrong? No, that's not it. One of the researchers at the lab said the exact same thing. Oh shit! Oh shit, you've been found out, boy! None of the other staff believed her, but she did say she was sure she could prove it. In the end, she left us before she got to the test stage. That's... Should I tell her? Should I tell her about me and Kurisu? This world line, there's almost no connection between me and Karisu. What is it? Made up my mind. I wanted to follow my dreams. I needed to act! Actually, it was Karisu who told me about this theory. What? What did you just say? The fuck you just say to me, you little bitch? Karisu Makase told me about it. Karisu told you? When? Why? When she was over here as an exchange student, we became friends and she talked to me about this stuff. Of course, that was a lie. Karisu and I became friends in the Alpha World line, not this one. But a small lie like this is probably okay. It's not like it's gonna cause World War III or anything. Just a nuke goes off outside. Have I seen Why Japanese People video? I'm not sure if I saw it. Wait, what? What? Try again in English? I don't understand. Like, is there a video about Japanese people I don't know about? I see, so Karisu. Thank you, I mean it. Her words surprised me. There's one thing I didn't expect to hear. For what? For being her friend. She came to Japan all alone. Karisu died alone! She died as she lived. Alone and a virgin. This video of a white guy getting pissed off about Japanese kanji being... Well, Japanese kanji is stupid. Why can't they just... Live on live jet... Fucking Christ. Fucking kanji is stupid. Fucking... Seriously. Fucking just use a phonetic alphabet, for Christ's sake. The Phoenicians put a lot of work into that shit. Fucking linear B, cuneiform, hieroglyphics. Fuck that shit. Phonics. Hooked on phonics. Inject the phonics into your goddamn arteries. Just take a big ol' spoon of phonics. Like fucking melt it down with a lighter. Get a syringe and then inject the phonics into your goddamn veins. English is a really good language to learn because English has, with just about every other phonetic language, English has cognates. So if you know one of those languages, there is a jumping on point for you somewhere. Because English is really good at cannibalizing other inferior languages. Because I'm gonna be that asshole right now. It's jokes. It's jokes. It's bants. All we ever did was fight, though. That sounds like her. She never gave in, did she? Never. She'd argue for hours. Hooray for friends. I'm not from the same language, I'm sort of the easiest language. Yeah. But, I mean, sad thing is, though, when you're starting from English, going to other languages is a pain in the ass. Because your brain always wants to fill in those cognates with English. So it's like, Like, Spanish has so many words that sound just like English, and you're just like, oh shit, oh fuck, what was that word again? You tell me about the time she was going to give me a lobotomy and rip out my frontal lobe. What, she wouldn't? I could see Karisu saying that. Right? You need to discipline your researchers better. I'll admit that much. Sorry. Go Manusai. Oh no, she's crying! God damn it, Ocarine, you fucked up! You made the legal lolly cry! She smiled, or so I thought, and all of a sudden, she started to cry. What's wrong? Why are your eyes leaking a mystery liquid? I didn't have any better idea, so I grabbed my hanky. Huh? Huh? She didn't seem to know why she was crying herself. And neither did I. Had I said something during the conversation that set her off? Are you okay? I'm fine. Go Manosai. She didn't take my handkerchief. Instead, she took a tissue out of her pocket and wiped her eyes. My brave third Einstein. Hey! Hey! It's White Man! It's the white savior! Jokes and memes. Every time I fucking make jokes about that now, I always get like super fucking like, ooh, wait, someone might take that the wrong way. Oh no. Okay, look at this guy. Just like, look at this prototypical white guy. With super strong fucking cheekbones. And a jawline. And just bright blonde hair. Holy shit. Look at this fucking Aryan wet dream over here. Oh boy. Jesus, too fucking close! He grabbed my hand as he got closer. The handshake was incredibly forceful. As his hands were as big as a bear's paws. No, not just his hands. His dick was huge as well. Standing in front of me, he looked even bigger than he had during the lecture. I'm pretty tall, but he's at least a head taller than me. Professor, was also something I couldn't even think of an introduction. Oh, wait, did he just speak in Japanese? Still, I don't approve of you making my assistant cry. Oh no, this is... No, Professor, it wasn't his fault. He had nothing to do with it. Maho and I both denied as much as we could. But I didn't know why Maho was crying, so I couldn't come up with any excuses. I just started to panic even more. So basically, Kurisu. I was talking with him about Kurisu, and I just started crying. Kurisu? You're a friend of Kurisu's? God damn it. Yes. This is Rintaro Okabe. He's a student. Maho introduced me. Hooray, friendship! Why are you so big? Why are you so large? Wait, fucking really? Oh, hello, I am Leskinen. Dr. Leskinen has a gentle expression on his face. He gave me a slow hug. God damn it. We talked about Kurisu with Maho, and Maho started crying like a bitch. Felt like I was gonna suffocate in his massive, girthy arms. Somehow I could tell that it was his way of remembering Kurisu. Your hair smells like Kurisu. I see. If that's the case then, Maho. Yes? Why not introduce her to Mr. Okabe? Introduce her to Mr. Okabe. You can't mean Amadeus. It was good luck that brought him to us here, wasn't it? While in Japan, you could have him be a tester. Get him tested for AIDS. Are you serious? You can't just let an outsider... If he's a friend of Kurisu, he's no outsider, correct? But sir, what were they talking about? I had no idea, but this is my chance to build a relationship with Dr. Leskinen. I didn't want to blow it. I'd love to help. Nice! He patted me on the shoulders and smiled. It was an innocent smile, like a child's. Dr. Leskinen secretly has brain damage. Okay then, ask Maho for details, thanks! Another scientist was calling him, so he wandered away. Oh, hello! Maho was shaking her head in disbelief. What's he talking about? Meeting Amadeus? Being a tester? Good rock! The demonstration of Amadeus we did during convention used my memories, but... Amadeus also has another researcher's memory saved as data. Kurisu! Kurisu! She comes back! Back from the dead, motherfucker! When I finally figured out from Dr. Leskinen and Maho's conversations, my heart started pounding. You can't mean... her! Yeah. Kurisu Makise's memories are stored in Amadeus. They're 8 months old, though. Oh no! The memes! Several days passed after the ATF party. 10 minutes from Ikebukuro via the express train. And then 10 minutes by bus from a station called Wako City in Saitama! One punch! The office I was looking for was on the second floor of a building right next to Raiken. Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization Japanese Office Global Prep Room. That was what the plate on the door said. Fucking... That's a mouthful! That's a fucking mouthful and a half! To get in, you need 3 types of special keys, plus a security card. Plus there's a hole in the wall you had to stick your dick in and had to take a dick scan. Imagine if that was a valid locking system. Like, just a fucking locking system where they have to, like, take a scan of your junk. Ain't no one breaking in there, because ain't no one wanna hack the dick scanner. To get in, you need the 3 types of keys and a security card. What is this place? The plan is for brain scientists from all around the world to work together to make a new organization. Our lab is leading the way. It's all over my door. Every day when you come home from work, you gotta unzip your pants and stick your dick in the scanner. Oh, text message! Mysterious Suketos have at last appeared in Akihabara, nya! Nani? This is one of the hidden doors of Akihabara. It leads to the truth, nya! Well, yeah, if you know naught of it, then very well, nya! Sad to me we cannot journey together, but if my sacrifice shall put an end to this, then I'll go through the door with gladness, nya! The fuck? Oh, she's on vacation. She's on vacation. Right, fair enough. Who doesn't want to do that? The office must have been newly rented. Most of the desks were still empty, showing no signs of ever having been used. There wasn't even a whiteboard, which made the room look even more empty. There wasn't a lot of natural light. Maybe the windows were up on the north side. The only illumination was from the overhead fluorescent lights. The room felt very cold. This is just the prep room. Welcome to the Future Gadget Lab, version 2! No one was sitting at any of the desks, but 2 of them had stuff on them. One of them was a mess, but with notes, calculators, coffee cups, and supplement bottles. This is one Maho sat down at. Ah! She's getting vitamins, so she might grow taller someday! Oh boy. Funny thing about so katakana is whose line is it anyway of alphabets. Welcome to katakana, where the words are made up and the points don't matter. Where's the professor? Off today. He's off learning how to Japanese. Ooh. But it was Sunday. Are you off today too? Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to sleep past noon. That's true. When I'd gone to pick her up from her hotel in Wako City, she'd come out of the room half asleep. Also not wearing any pants. In fact, she hasn't been wearing pants this whole time. New headcanon. Maho just doesn't wear pants. This is the day I went to meet Amadeus Kurisu. Maho had gone over the basics of being a tester on the way here. Essentially, Amadeus needed sample data for conversations, and they were going to give me an environment where I could talk to it at any time, 24 hours a day. Didn't give me any details beyond that, though. So I'll be able to talk to Amadeus Kurisu 24 hours a day, huh? Does she wear a skirt? No, no pants. She's just walking around in a lab coat, shirt, and panties, that's it. Is Kurisu's Amadeus here? Yeah. Maho nodded and gave me a glance. You just said she, didn't you? Huh, yeah? You two were a lot closer than I thought, weren't you? Was you fucking? Maybe my silence was an answer in of itself. Oh, hang on, let me check my phone while we're talking. May I have a moment of your time? Is it... Fuck, no, none of these are the correct answer! Is it important? No, it's not that important. Can I wait? Alright, I'll contact you later. Sorry! No, please don't worry about it! The real waifu! The real waifu is here! Maho's response was uncharacteristically hesitant. Then maybe you shouldn't meet her after all. Why? The closer you are to someone, the crueler that system. Oh! Oh! That's an oof! is the trap. Wait, what's Okarin's favorite genre of music? Trap. I'm okay. Ooh, fuck. Oh, shit, no. Fine, I won't bring it up again. Just remember this one thing. The memories are from March, the last time Karisu did an update. So anything you say about what happened after March, for example when she was in Japan, she won't remember. That's right, isn't it? And the professor and I have run her program lots of times between March and today. Each time Karisu, I mean the Amadeus Karisu, has created memories the original never had. Stories we have told her, information she's found on the internet, new people she's talked to, things like that. In other words, what you're about to meet isn't Karisu Makise, your friend. It's one of the problems with this system. It causes a lot of confusion with the people on this side. I mean, us, the humans. Oh, jeez, because you'll think you're talking to the real Karisu. But the real Karisu is long fucking dead. Dead, buried, and cold. Oh boy. So don't get reality and fantasy mixed up, I guess. Our brains have trouble keeping up with the fact that our memories aren't shared with them. Memories that aren't shared. Now there's a feeling I knew well. Reading Steiner. Turns out Karisu was a giant degenerate and pervert. Like, when we left her running overnight connected to the internet, we came back and Jesus Christ, we had to just completely wipe our internet history. Like, our ISP was asking questions. Take me to her. Maho gave me a slight nod. This way. He led me to the back of the room. There was a booth separated by a thick partition. To get inside the booth, you need a different card key from the one used to get into the room, as well as a security code. You're pretty strict about security. Industrial spies are our biggest threat these days. You enter the security code and unlock the door. Go inside. We're gonna lock it behind you. We're gonna lock you in here until electronic babies are made. That is my webcam. That is my webcam. Right, that is just my webcam. Well, the room was about 2.5 meters per side. On one end was a white desk, and above it was a PC with a built-in 30-inch monitor. Sit just behind me. There's a small sofa that lets you sit behind the user and see what's happening on the screen. I sat there. Karisu! Maho powered on the PC and began to type. A second later, the words Amadeus system appeared on screen. I saw her put the ID in. Salieri. Salieri? Salieri and Amadeus, huh? Was there some meaning to that? What this? I know what Amadeus means, but Salieri, is that like another composer? Oh shit, wrong one. Antonio Salieri was an Italian composer who lived in the same time as Mozart. He was a composer at Vienna for many years and trained with such famous composers as Beethoven, Schubert, and Liszt. Alright, fair enough. What did Kubi say? God damn it, Kubi! Think about the famous movie Amadeus, there's a character who's spiteful and jealous of Mozart's incredible talents, but who in the bottom of his heart admired him more than anyone else. That character's name was Salieri. Don't look at the password! Maho moved her body to hide her hands. The password is big anime titties. It's because of Nozz. Oh no, I caused World War III. Oh shit. The password is what she doesn't have. She finished logging into the system and simple bare command prompt appeared on screen. Are you ready? Yeah, do it. Maho entered several commands of the prompt. Sorry, I can't. I fucking love how he's got, like, the black lab coat on. Yeah. Moshi Moshi, giant penis desu. Man, see, I don't know. See, World War III, I mean, the third film never really lives up to the second one, you know? Like, the first film was just setting up the world building. You know, and of course you had the prequel films before it, but this first film really set everything up, right? The sequel was where things got really rough and, like, you had the great dramatic tension. It had an explosive ending. I don't really know where they could go with a third World War, you know? I feel like the story's more or less wrapped up. You know, it might go the way of the Star Wars franchise, where it'll just start becoming more political drama. I wouldn't be able to make any sense of it. Yeah, see, you know they're jumping the shark when they take when they take it to space. So you know how it is. She turned off the monitor. Then she spun around to face me. Moshi Moshi giant penis. I suddenly realized I was clenching my fists. How long had I been doing that? My hands were sweaty and there was a red spot at the base of my thumb where my nails had dug in. I was more nervous than I realized. What is it? You're only about to see your best friend that you stabbed to death in an alternate timeline, you goddamn coward. Why aren't you starting to get a little scared? There's still time, you can just leave now. You're pretty mean. You're a mean lady. Really? I'm worried about you. Then act like it. Seriously, you, Carissa, you lab girls? For a second, the old joking me was about to come back. I quickly changed the subject. People who spend all their time doing experiments can be so rude. That's a clear case of slander. I can sue you for defamation if I want. Stop, you're scaring me. I know a good lawyer. You want me to introduce you? How about you stop suing me first? If you want to talk about a settlement, you're gonna need a lot of cash. I'll buy you a Dr. Pepper! Dr. Peepus! You're so cheap. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Anti-Karisu! She hates Dr. Pepper! There's a small sound from the back of her throat. I guess she was laughing. Normally I find that irritating, but strangely, coming from a girl in front of me... No, she's a grown woman. Actually, I didn't. Maho Hiaja was very strong-willed. To impregnableness and short temper unique to scientists. She always seemed to be a little upset about something. But maybe she wasn't that bad. Oh, I see. She, Maho, is a lot like Karisu. She's anti-Karisu. Karisu was tall with big titties. This one is small with tiny titties. God damn it. When I first met Karisu, she was like that. Arrogant, rude, never willing to change her mind, stubborn, hard-headed, always ready to confront you with raised eyebrows whenever you said something she didn't like. I truly thought I'd never seen a more unlikable woman. Jesus. But despite my first impression, on the inside, she turned out to be fragile, easily hurt, and so kind and so lovable. What's so funny, Maho? I suddenly heard a girl's voice in the speaker. Oh! Found myself jumping off the sofa. I knew this voice. I couldn't forget it. I could never. Maho turned on the monitor. There she is! Hello, zombie! Zombie Karisu! God, this seems really unhealthy from a psychological point of view. The girl I'd never forgotten appeared on the screen. Maybe it was based off her appearance at the brain science lab, because she was wearing a white lab coat. The PC's camera turned towards me on its own. That's fucking horrifying! That's fucking horrifying. The fact that she can control the webcam like an eye. Who is this? Maho was introducing me, but I didn't hear anything she was saying. I simply stared, entranced. Now all Ocarine has to do is attach a fucking fleshlight to the computer. And he and Kurisu could pick off right where they left off. I wanted to touch her. Please don't touch the screen, you're gonna get smudges all over it. She was right there. Nice to meet you, Rintaro Okabe. I'm Kurisu Makuse. I look forward to working with you. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, and there's the World War. Remember when Kurisu was alive? This opening sure does. Sad scientist. Okabe Rintaro. Ferris Nyan Nyan. Ferris Nyan Nyan is her name. Oh boy, all the Shizu. Oh boy. Who's that little girl? Oh, it's baby Kurisu, I guess. Oh boy. I love how you just have the clear difference. The clear difference between Ocarine when he was having fun and Ocarine when he's depressed. He just got the he's got the punished Ocarine lab coat on. Oh boy, we just gotta we just gotta hit this like a point at the end of the game where he puts the white lab coat back on. We gotta have that. Oh fuck, we got psychologists. Oh fuck, alright, but so that seems like a good place to leave off actually, because I kind of was super unprepared to play this because I had to go do government stuff, like without any fucking warning. It's like, hey, you gotta sign all these papers and shit. So, I'm gonna leave this here, because that's a really good stopping off point. So, thank you all for watching, everybody. Those of you watching live, those of you watching on the VOD. If you are watching on the VOD, then you can always catch this live on April the 10th. We'll be doing more of this at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And those of you here live, we'll be back to Sekiro tomorrow, April the 9th at 6:30 p.m. And we're gonna hopefully beat Lightning Man. Hopefully. We're probably not gonna beat Lightning Man. Time to suffer tomorrow. Oh no. Oh boy, but yeah. So, yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this media, tell your friends! And if you want to help Nozz pay rent and eat food and exist, then you can always support me on Patreon, subscribe on Twitch, or you can, you know, if you want to do, like, one-time things, you can, when I'm live, you know, do bits, or you can do a Streamlabs donation. Not gonna lie, like, the Twitch subscription, really only do that if you want, like, access to, like, the Twitch emote. Because, like, Twitch takes, like, 50% of that. So, but, yeah. Yeet. Anyway, as always, I'll see you in the next video. No. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you a real